This is called two-dimensional. Two-dimensional means one axis is x and second is y, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. But in this section, you are going to learn three-dimensional coordinate system, and you are much familiar
So
with
I see.
three coordinate system, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's important in the computer science for
Yeah.
multiple topics,
Yes.
one then the robotics, one then the graphics. Yeah,
For visualization, visualization. Okay.
axis.
Oh yeah. Okay. So one-dimensional represent a line. Two-dimensional represent uh, 2D figure. 2D figure means circle,
Yeah,
square, anything, ellipse. Okay. Three-dimensional represents circle becomes sphere, square become box. You can say ellipse become
yeah,
ellipsoid. Okay, parabola becomes paraboloid. Okay, so this is a ellipse, but when it becomes 3D, it becomes a surface. Okay, in
I see.
line, yes, in line. Firstly, we study line. Secondly, we find area, and in 3D, we find volume. Volume means capacity. जैसे, for example, capacity to hold a glass, how much water? Okay, this is volume. Now this is, you can see three axes are there, and all axes are perpendicular to each other. Okay, let's suppose a point is
Yeah,
1 1 1. It means one lies on x-axis, then it is on y-axis, okay, and then
yeah,
z-axis. When you draw this, you will get what? Point like this.
point to the space. Yeah.
Yeah, point in the space. Okay.
So later in the vector language, let's say,
Yes.
we represent each as a vector, right?
Yeah.
Then we can do transformation.
Yeah. Transformation is very important. We do transformation in five manner: translation, rotation, reflection, inversion, okay, and shifting. Yeah.
Yeah, I know this. It's like to understand what this means.
Sorry.
So I, I'm telling that I know it's there too early for the topic, but it's major. I have to understand what this means.
I will
So
explain.
as usual,
Yes.
example.
Yeah. I will explain when we come in vector chapter. Don't worry. That is very important. Vector is very important for finding divergence. Okay, divergence, curl. Okay, finding normal vector. These are very important
Yeah,
for, yes, for finding the position
and
of object.
it's like another language.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's vector with it.
yeah. Tensor. Its name is change only. Tensor is same as the vector. Okay. See, uh, how can we draw a reasonable diagram of this point? First of all, draw three coordinates. Okay, this is what x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is z-axis. You can see there is always negative direction. Okay, this is what z-axis, negative z-axis. This is x-axis. And this is y-axis, negative y-axis. Okay, so you can see the first point is negative. It means -5. Let's suppose the point lies here. Then y is positive. Positive means come this side, 1, right? First I go to 5, negative 5. Negative 5 means negative x-axis. Then positive y-axis with 1 unit. Okay, and then negative z-axis, right? With 4 unit. Okay, actually this is in air. This is in space. Okay, you cannot visualize on a paper, but just imagine where this point lies. This point lies actually behind of this curve. Okay, something like this. Suppose this is a box. Your point lies something here, somewhere here, right? Okay, okay, yeah, same thing. Okay, so in three space coordinate system, you have to visualize the things. It cannot be drawn on a paper. Okay,
Yeah, because we have three dimensions when it comes to these.
yeah. So visualizing on paper is very difficult. So you have to imagine. Okay, this is very important formula. Distance of 2 points. Write the formula. Distance of 2 points. X1, Y1, Z1, X2, Y2, Z2 is what? X1 minus X2 whole square, Y1 minus Y2 whole square, Z1 minus Z2 whole square. Okay. Yes.
Square.
Yes. If one point is origin, let's suppose this is 0, 0, 0. It becomes what? So distance become what? 0 minus x1 square is x1 square. So you can write x1 square, y1 square, z1 square. Okay. Okay. X1, X2, X3, X1, Y1, Z1 is also represented in XYZ. Right? Okay. So same thing I already told you. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Now we see the graph. See graph. This is general formula of sphere. What is sphere? X minus a whole square, y minus b whole square, z minus c whole square. What is ABC? ABC are the center of a sphere. So what is sphere? Sphere is solid form of a circle.
Yes.
Okay, this is a circle. right? But when you draw a height and when you draw over it, you will get a sphere. Okay, and this is a solid
Yeah,
is circle.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah. That's we have for dimension for it.
yes, yes, yes. So suppose this is a graph. So can you tell me the center of the circle? The center will be 0, 4 and -1 with radius 3. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So all points uh, are a difference of 3 at a distance of 3. Okay.
yeah. So for these points, all of them would be like the surface of this. Right?
Yeah,
This,
yes, yes. Okay, what is free variable? Free variable means what? Uh, in which that part is not present. Suppose y is equal to 3 means what? X is 0 and z is 0. Okay, this is called free variable. When x is 0,
oh,
yes. When x is, it means that what? In 3D coordinate system, point is going on only y axis. Okay, you
yeah.
have
So it's like kind of
yes,
shortcut.
yes. If you have 3 points and only y is given, it means that point is not going toward x-axis or z-axis. It is going only in the direction of y-axis at 3 unit. Okay, and this is very important. When z is equal to 0, it is called xy plane. Why? Because the value of z is 0. So the value of x, let's suppose this is 1 and this is 2. We will create a plane. Let's suppose x is 1, y is 2. So you are making a plane, right?
Yes, that's right.
Because z-axis is absent. Similarly, for x is equal to 0, you will make a yz plane. When y is equal to 0, it is xz plane. Okay? Yes.
Yeah, clear. You are missing one coordinate. That is,
Yeah. Hmm. This is coordinate system in 3D. Okay. Graphing an equation with one free variable. Here, two free variable are there, uh, right? And here, one free variable. Here, z and x is related with each other in the form of x square minus 3. Y is 0. It means that point is not going toward y axis. Okay. Okay. So this is what? This is a parabola, right? In the form of z axis. So this is z and this is what? Parabola. Parabola is shifted toward x axis minus 3. Minus 3 means like this. Okay. But this parabola is in 3D. Okay. Because this is x axis, this is z axis, and this is y axis. But there
yes,
is no movement in y axis, so you can write in this way.
pixel Z. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. See. Okay. So you can see this is y axis, this is x axis, and this is z axis. So points move over Z and X, right? Yes. And there is no movement in y-axis. That's why you are getting what? This parabola.
Okay.
This paraboloid.
Yeah.
Yes.
Barabar.
uh, yes, same thing. This is in 2D coordinates, right? See, yellow
Yes.
line. This is what? Line 0. This is z-axis. This is x-axis. Okay. And this is y-axis. So there is no movement on y-axis. That's why it is shifted to a 3 unit inside. This is 3 unit back. This is origin actually,
Minus.
right? Okay. Very important. The equation of plane. How we find the equation of plane? For equation of plane, we have to find the slope of x-axis and y-axis. This is very important. Slope means what? Slope is called inclination.
Yeah. So,
Inclination
so
means,
here
yeah,
the slope is x and y.
gradient. Let's suppose this is a line and this is one other line. This angle makes a slope. Okay. Slope means what? At what angle the line is inclined with the base. Okay. So, yes, this is for what? Two dimensional. For three dimensional, yes, we have
So
two
for three
slopes.
days,
Yes, mx and
three
my.
dimensional is
Yes,
multiplied.
plus b. B is in intercept. What is intercept? Intercept means what? At what
So
point? Yes, at what point y cuts the line. Okay, and how we find this? By putting x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. Okay,
so but here we have two slopes, right?
yeah,
That's the numbers.
yes. Okay, now see. Okay, so for x direction, what we find?
So we have two free points, right?
Yeah,
For extension, we find the slope for the first one, for the
mm,
second direction, the second direction.
here it is saying that the plane rises by 8 while x is reduced by 4. Okay, you can find, uh, see, z2 minus z1 upon x2 minus x1, right? For finding mx. For my, z2 minus z1 upon y2 minus y1. This is important. And what is x1, x2? This is x1, y1, z1. Okay, x2, y2, z2. So mx will be what?
You want us, so we always compare exactly.
Yeah, this is x3, y3, z3. Okay, so z3, z is changed because there is 0, 0. So we will take 8 minus 0. Okay, x2 minus x1. What is x2? Okay, so this is actually x3. We have to put x3. Yes, x3 minus x1. 0 minus 2. Minus 2. Negative 2. And what is y? 8 minus 0. 0 minus 6. Okay. This is y3 actually. Yes. Now it is correct. Okay. So 8 over minus 6.
So we have
Yeah.
switched to this.
Z3 minus Z1. Choose those points which are going changes. You cannot put 0, 0. Okay. So what you will take? 8 minus 0. So that there is changes. Okay. Now formula will be what? Mx, My, and there is change in 8 unit. How? Because z axis is changed with 8 unit, right? That's why you add. Okay. One simple way I tell you. If you do not understand this, I tell you simple way. See, what is the general formula of equation of planes? Mx plus My, right?
Yeah.
One simple way I tell you. Z is equal to what? X Mx plus Y My plus, let's suppose this is point B, right? Okay. So first point is what? 400. Put the value of z is equal to 0, x is equal to 4, y is 0, b. Right?
Yes.
So here you are getting a relation 4mx plus b is equal to 0. So you can write b is equal to what? Right?
Yes.
Now put second point. Okay. Z is 0, x is 0, y is 6. Right? From here you are getting, okay, 6 times. Right? Okay. What is third point? Okay. So you got what? B is equal to 8. Right?
Yes.
If B is 8, if B is 8, then mx will be minus 2. Right? If B is 8, My will be minus 4 over 3. This is your answer, right? Mx is what? Minus 2x minus 4 by 3y plus b. Understood?
So we find the slopes.
Yeah, very easy. Put all these 3 points and we will find all unknowns, all three unknowns, right? Yes, same way. Yes. Distance from point in case. This is not important. What displacement are represented by notation? It means that,
So this
yes, it means that on x-axis you are moving a distance, on y-axis you are moving b distance, and on z-axis c distance, right? Yes. In three space, what is y-axis? General point is what? 0, y, 0. Okay, because it is asking about only y-axis. What is, yeah, what is exact plane? Exact plane is a plane when y is equal to 0. It means that at exact plane you have point x and z axis, right? Yes. How do we use free variable to sketch a graph? Nothing. Put x is equal to 0, we get yz plane, exact plane, right? Xy plane. Sphere. Sphere equation is x minus a whole square, y minus b whole square, z minus c whole square is equal to r square. Okay. Yes. Where ABCD are center and r is the radius. Hmm. How we draw the diagram of this? Okay. First,
disciplines will be
yes. First,
x-axis.
yes. First move on x-axis with 6 unit. 600. Then move y-axis on 1 unit. Actually, y is there. 1 unit means 1 unit here. Okay. So you can write 610. Okay. Now move 2 unit on z-axis. 2 unit means here. Okay. So point become what? This is your point in the space. Right?
Yep.
Yes. When you connect all these points, you will get a 3D shape. Okay. Okay. Now see. X-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Okay. So can see there is negative direction in x-axis. This is x-axis actually. So minus 3 unit. Only this part is given, right? Okay. Yes. How can you draw this?
zero, zero.
Yes. X-axis 2 unit, y unit minus 1. Minus 1 is means
Beta.
this is y, this is z.
Y.
Opposite of y means move here, and then 4 unit on z axis. Actually, this is what here. Then move y axis. Okay. Okay. 0, 3, 5. 0, 3, then 5. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Distance between these 2 points. How can you calculate? 7 minus 3 whole square, 3 minus 6 whole square, minus 10 minus 2 whole square, right?
Yes.
169. Under root 169 is 13 units. So these point and these point are 13 meter apart. Unit you can take any unit. Let's suppose I am taking meter. Okay.
Yes.
It means that distance between these 2 points is what? 13 units. Okay. Yes. See this question. 53 minus 43 is what? 10 square. 42 minus 78 becomes what? 72. 6, 36 square. 9 minus 2 is what? 7 square. 36 square is 1296. 49. Okay, now find the root of this. You will get the distance, right?
Yes. No.
Right? Okay. Okay. This is a graph, and you have to check that this point satisfied on the graph or not. So what will you do? You have what? X square minus 2. This is the value of x, and this is the value of z. Here y is not given, right?
Yes.
So this point does not satisfy this equation. Why? Without putting the value, you can say this is wrong. Why? Because here y is not there,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
but
As it
y,
is, yeah.
but the
Yeah.
value of y,
Yes.
but the value of y is
Why
3.
is there?
Yeah,
Yeah. Right.
and you can also check by using this. Put z is equal to 8, x is equal to 4. 16 minus 2, 12, 14. 8 is not equal to 14, right? So both way you can say. Does this point satisfy the equation? Yes, because x is 2. Y is 2, Z is 1. You will get 9. And this is 2.
Yes, my sense.
Yes. See this. What is the graph? The graph can never be exist. Why? Because whenever x square, y square, z square is there, the right hand side must be positive because this is also a square. And here you can see y square plus z square is negative. This is not a square of any natural number or any integer.
I see.
Okay,
Oh, I see.
this is not a graph.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be positive, whatever it will be there.
Yeah, because we have squares. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see whatever you put the value of y or z, you will get a positive value because square of anything is positive, which never gives -1. Right?
So,
Okay. You can see ax plus ay minus z is equal to 26. You have to find the value of 8 for which this plane is satisfied 2, 3, 4. So 2a, 3a minus 4. 30, a becomes 6. Okay?
I see.
Okay. Okay. Olivia says that the graph this in the xy plane is the point 2, 3. Do you agree with this? Yes. Why? Because on putting 2 it is 0 and right hand side is 0. On putting 3 again you are getting 0, which satisfied the equation, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. That's right.
Okay.
How's that?
The product of two graph is 0 such that their individual value is 0. Okay. Whenever the product of two function is 0 and their individual values are 0, it means that they are origin. Okay.
What? Okay. Okay. So one of these points
Are
are the
origin.
origin.
Yes. Okay. Does the graph z is equal to 4 intersect the graph z is equal to 6? No, because this is z is equal to 4 and this is z is equal to 6. They cannot intersect because they are parallel.
Mm-hmm.
Does the graph x is equal to 2 intersect z is equal to 1? Okay. This is actually x-axis, which is 2 meter apart, and this is z-axis. Yes, it can be intersect. Okay. If it intersect, you will get what? Y0. Right. This is the point. Okay. Right.
Yes.
Yes. Draw the graph of this. Draw only a line parallel to x-axis, which is -4 unit.
So this is the line that you draw. It's like
Opposite to
parallel
x-axis.
to y. Yeah.
Yes. This is x square plus y square. This is basically a circle.
Circle.
Yes,
Yeah.
circle of center 0, 0, radius 3. This is a sphere. Why? Because 3 points are there: x axis, y axis, z axis. Okay.
Yes.
So how can you represent this? If I ask you what is the center, see, if you add 4, you have to subtract 4 also. Why? I am adding 4 because so that it becomes a formula.
Mm.
Again here, add 1 minus 1.
Yeah.
Okay. It becomes what? X plus 2 whole square. It becomes z minus 1 whole square. Minus 4 minus 1 minus 5. You can write here 9. So sphere center is, and with radius 3. You can go through once this. I add 4 and minus 4.
Yeah.
And again I add 1 minus 1. Okay.
Mm. I see.
Yes.
Then you have how okay, so
So that
okay,
it
so we found the radius from where you got the point -201.
this, see, this is actually what quadratic equation in the form of x.
Mm.
I can tell you. Okay. You can see in this part, this is a quadratic equation of x-axis, right?
Yes.
So when you add 4, it becomes a formula.
Yeah.
But you cannot add 4 by yourself. If you are adding, you have to subtract also, right?
That's right.
Y is single. That's why I am not adding anything here. And you can see here. So if you add plus 1, you will get what? Z minus 1 whole square. But you cannot add 1 by yourself. So you have to subtract 1 also, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Now this part becomes what? Right?
Yes, I understand. Yeah.
Z minus 1 whole square.
Sense.
Yes. So combine all the constant with one together. So minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5. I shifted to right side.
Okay. Makes sense.
And you can ask how do we know 4 is added and 1 is added, right? This is very important. Why I did not add 9, 6, anything, any other constant?
I know, because you put like +4,
Yes.
and you added also -4, which was like as if you didn't like add anything,
Yeah.
just like to keep the formula holding. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm correct.
Okay.
The only confusing thing that I get when you put like a coordinate, you put like 2 -1 0, something like that.
Okay. Because this is general formula, if you remember,
Oh, I see. Mm.
right? This is general formula of sphere.
I see.
Yeah, where center is the ABC and radius is R. So when you compare here, you will get A is equal to -2. When you compare with this, you will get there is no B. So B is 0 and C is 1. Right? If I ask you the center of sphere, you can say -2, 0 and 1 with radius 3. Okay? Okay. Okay. Sketch a graph. What is graph? This is a graph, right? Muhammad is the surface, has one of them drawn. Okay. So one is curve and one is surface. Both draw both draw same graph, right? Okay. It is saying that one has curve and one has surface. Surface, whenever the word surface comes, it means 3D and curve is 2D. Okay.
Yeah.
This is 2D.
I see.
And how is 3D shown? It is solid parabola.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So this is surface. Surface means solid 2D space. That's why it becomes 3D. Okay. And
Yes.
one got a curve. Curve means what? 2D. Just write, just draw in this way only. Understood?
Yes.
Okay. How can you draw this? This is a circle actually on XY axis.
Yeah. With R and with front.
Yes. There is a circle of radius 5 and z is equal to 1. Z is equal to 1 means height of a distance 1. It means you will get a cylinder. Okay, cylinder is what? A circle with radius 5 with height. This is height. Okay.
Okay, so it became cylinder because we have it as piston, right?
Yes. When a circle is stretched to one unit, it becomes a cylinder of height 1. Okay. Because the base is what? A circle on both sides. Okay. I can visualize you. See. Right. You can see here. Yes, right. So you can see the base is circle, and when you stretch a height of 3 unit or 1 unit or anything, you will get what? A cylinder. Okay, understood?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
See, mx is what? Half. My is -3, and the equation passes through this point. Can you find the equation of plane? You know the equation of plane is what? Z is equal to x mx y my plus b, right? Where mx is half, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now we find point B. How can you find point B? Put z is equal to -6, x is equal to 2, y is equal to 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 -12 -11. So B is 5, right? You can write this is your answer,
I see.
right?
Yes.
Now we find equation of plane. For this question number 39, you have 3 points. Okay. बाबू नहीं सुनेगा तुम्हारा बात. बाबू नहीं सुनता तुम्हारा बात. Okay. Okay. First we put first point 3 mx, right? Okay. Now we put second point. Put third point. So from here we get b is equal to -1, right?
Yeah.
If b is equal to -1, then my becomes 1/7. Then mx becomes 1/3, right? Final answer will be right. This is your answer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So put all these point one by one and find all constant. Actually, there are 3 constant: mx, my, and b, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you will get the answer.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So I think these are sufficient, and this is all about. This was introduction actually. In next section,
Mhm.
you will learn how to find uh, the ellipsoid domain and range of the function. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So
See you tomorrow.
tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow we see you same time.
Take care, sir.
Okay.